You missed that step, you're going right in the drink. I was told that they vacated the property, but there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, I hope I didn't get false information and they're still living here. An ammo box, probably empty, probably empty. Okay. What do we got here? They like left tons of stuff. I don't think I'm gonna get too far out on this deck. We've got some rotting boards here. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's a score. Today's video is gonna be an interesting one because I've bought a lot of houses over the years, but none of which have ever been a floating home. One, we're gonna find which one of these properties is our home that we've purchased. It's not this one here with the for sale sign in front. I believe it's down this way. We're gonna locate it, then we're gonna tour it, and we're gonna figure out what exactly have we got ourselves into this time. So let's go check it out. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I buy a lot of different houses. Some of them are quick, easy fix and flips. Other ones are massive renovations, and there's some pretty amazing transformations that take place. So hit that subscribe button so you can follow along. To be honest with you guys, I really don't know a ton about floating homes. Like I said, this is the first one I've ever purchased. We are gonna get into numbers on this deal towards the end of the video, and we'll hopefully come to the conclusion that this was a good decision. Pretty interesting type of home. I've never really considered what it might be like living in floating home environment like this. But one thing that I did just realize that after parking up top here and then having to walk all the way down and around to this point, that might be okay in the summertime, but in the winter months when you're carrying groceries or whatever else you're carrying from your vehicle and you got to walk like 100 to 200 yards, doesn't sound like a lot of fun. That's kind of one thing I didn't really consider. What's kind of crazy is it appears that most of these houses and docks are literally just like floating on logs. Maybe that's completely normal. I didn't really realize that. I thought there was actually some sort of like, I don't know, float system, whether that be some sort of styrofoam or almost like a pontoon style float, but these are literally just appear to be old wooden logs. And that's kind of appears to be consistent with most of these homes. None of these at which are ours, but isn't that kind of crazy? Literally just giant logs floating in the water. Then we have some cross beam support across the log, it looks like, and then literally they just built a house on it. Let's see if we can locate our house. So we are in slip number 7. We're at number 9 here, so we are getting close. These people have a nice patio. Interesting community. Like, I'm just picturing living in one of these and like my neighbor just having constant neighboring traffic. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so I believe this brown thing right here is our beauty. We're gonna find out though. So one thing I've noticed as I'm walking along this dock here are these giant black pipes that run along here. I don't know if these are water lines, sewer lines, or what they might be. I mean, actually, I never really thought about sewer. Maybe this is something to do with the sewer system right here? I'm sure one of you guys in the comments knows about floating homes. What is this big contraption here? Is this just essentially like the septic system? Or what is that? I guess I took the long way. I came in from over there. Could have just utilized this staircase here that's directly in front of the number 7 slips. This is our beauty right here. Kind of cool looking. It's definitely got like a beachy feel to it with the cedar shake siding. Let's go in and have a look. This dock right here is like got a pretty serious lean to it. Okay, this is kind of crazy. These are our front doors. Watch your step. You miss that step, you're going right in the drink. So that wouldn't be fun. One thing I'm noticing is lots of different areas where you could fall in the water. Whether that's off of the dock here, off of the deck with no railing. Does not appear to be exactly kid friendly, that's for sure. Well, should we go in and see what we got ourselves into? Hello, hello. There's still a lot of stuff here. I was told that they vacated the property, but there's a lot of stuff here, including jackets on the coat rack here. I'm not even sure the bed bath count on this thing. We are gonna find that out together during the walkthrough. Appears that there's no power. So right off of the main entryway, you just basically walk directly into the kitchen. I'm gonna be honest with you, at first glance, I mean, the kitchen doesn't look too terrible. Obviously, a ton of stuff has been left behind. Countertops seem to be in decent shape, not all scuffed up. And I mean, the cabinets and counters, I think, could probably be salvaged, and appliances. I mean, this whole kitchen's in relatively good shape. This is crazy though. Like, look at all this stuff. Like, they left a ton of stuff behind here. It's pretty crazy. Look at all the food here. Not to mention, you left behind all your vitamins, including your Centrum Silver. That is just odd behavior. You don't leave those type of things behind. This is a fully stocked kitchen. We could probably just declutter it a bit and throw this bad boy up on Airbnb. I'm just kidding, it would need a little bit more than that. So here's my thoughts on the kitchen so far. One would be get rid of this goofy shelf in the corner. But other than that, we can pretty much leave it as is, clean it up. The only thing we would need is to put on some hardware onto the cabinet doors as well as the drawers here. They literally have pieces of tape as their cabinet poles. We can do a little better than that. So this is kind of cool. Kitchen leads out to what looks like there's a little deck out front on the water. We'll go check that out here shortly after we finish touring the house. So the carpet's been torn out. We'll go upstairs here, but it looks like we got maybe a bedroom back here. We got a bathroom to my left, and then we got laundry across the way. So, okay, let's check out the bathroom here. Okay, no power. Figure I'd give it one more try. Yeah. Man, they left everything, including their bath towels. I mean, it looks like they were doing some drywall work. So they were kind of mid-construction, looks like, on this place. As you can see, they got missing trim on the door jambs here. Same here. We've got missing HVAC vents up high. And what I think we're about to find out is this is a bedroom here. No carpet or no flooring whatsoever. Closet doors are missing. So yeah, I mean, they were just kind of mid-renovation on this place, but maybe living in it at the same time, I guess. I mean, it looks like they didn't take a single thing. I mean, I hope I didn't get false information and they're still living here. That'd be awkward, huh? But that would be quite the surprise to come home to, and you got a man in a flannel with a camera walking through your house. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's a score. That actually looks like a pretty nice saw over there. That's a good find right there. I might be taking that home with me. Tons of stuff. Just clothes everywhere. As you can see, the closets are just completely full of clothing, which is pretty bizarre. So far downstairs we have one bedroom, one bathroom, kitchen, little living space, and then a laundry room here to our left that we can't really get inside because it is full of stuff. This box appears to be full of stuff and it's pretty heavy. I wonder what's in there. What do we got in here? I mean, this thing has got stuff in it. Bummer. Looks like just a box full of boxes and moving supplies. That was a complete fake out. I thought we were gonna get into something good there, folks. Let's see if we can get this out of the way real quick, because I do want to get a quick look at the furnace here. I mean, look at all this. You know, normally we just throw everything in the trash. This is all pretty good, like, I mean, what appears to be nice clothing. I think this could all go to Goodwill for sure. Just be donated, because there's quite a bit of stuff here that's usable. So here's the furnace back here. We have, appears to be somewhat newer, so that's good. Electrical panel, also relatively new, so also a good thing. So far the mechanicals seem to be in good shape. I like them. New-ish. All right, well, let's head upstairs and see what's going on up there. One thing I'm curious about is I'm seeing these boats parked out front or moored out front. I wonder if this house came with a slip, a boat slip. That would add quite a bit of value to it. I don't know if it did or didn't. I'll have to make a call on that, but that would be pretty sweet. Oh, whoa, this is pretty cool. This is awesome. So coming upstairs, it looks like it's a bit of a model match from upstairs to downstairs other than the kitchen, but I do love this vaulted ceiling here. Makes it feel way bigger and kind of some cool views of the water out the sliding glass doors here. Okay, so we have a living area upstairs. I'm thinking we'll have ourselves another bedroom, hopefully another bathroom back here. Okay, bedroom, as you can see. Man, they just left so much behind here, so much clothes. It's crazy. This looks like a door out to a deck that looks kind of sketchy. We'll come back to that and we'll pop through there and see what the exterior looks like. Okay, so we've got ourselves a half bath up here with another closet. Weird. And the bathroom sink is a kind of a utility mop sink. There's another door over here though. Okay, so this is where our bathtub is. What an odd layout. Like, the bathroom is literally split up. You have toilet and sink over in this door. Here's our hallway out to the living room. And then we have bathtub in this bathroom here. And it looks like they were also installing a shower, like right here in this corner. It's just so full of stuff I can't really get into fully show you guys, but so there's the bathtub. And this red backer paint means they were about ready to start tiling all this. So Yeah, I'm thinking they're gonna install a shower there, which is pretty sweet. That would make a really nice tub shower area. Super awkward layout with how there are essentially 2 bathrooms. I don't know if it was originally built like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if this is like the original layout. The only thing I can think of is maybe one side or the other used to be maybe like a walk-in closet, and one of them was the bathroom. I can't imagine it was designed like that. That just wouldn't make any sense to me. It's got me puzzled, guys. There is so much stuff left behind in here, it's crazy. Oh, sweet. Are you kidding me? Is that a Bowflex? I think it is. I had one of these back in the day. These were actually like pretty expensive, if I remember right. A couple $1,000 maybe. Thing looks like it's never even been used. Hey, all of you watching, anybody want this Bowflex? Hit me in the comments, I'll leave it on the porch for you. Check out this little thing. This is kind of cool. Decent little piece of furniture. Let's see if there's any goodies inside here. Oh, more clothes maybe. We don't need to dig through there too much. Yep. Lots of stuff, lots of goodies. I actually think there's some valuables in here. Check this out, an ammo box. Probably empty, probably empty. Okay, now we're talking, let's go. Dude, what? It's crazy. I can say I've never ran across ammunition in a house that I've purchased before. It's kind of crazy. From what I was told, the seller of this house was like a gallon or 60s, which I'm just kind of surprised to see the box of ammunition, but I like it. I mean, they just up and left. I mean, even their desk, their workspace, everything. Printers, scanners, filing cabinets. It's just wild to me. There's absolutely some valuable stuff here. Like they could have held a yard sale. I mean, there's no yard to do it, but they could have held some sort of an estate sale or something to just get everything out of here and collect a little bit of money. Kind of shocked. Oh, whoa, what is this? This is kind of interesting. What do we got here? Some old school collectible china. They like left tons of stuff. I don't know if they have like monetary value, but sentimental value, you'd think. These are like very personal items. I don't know why they would just leave all this behind. I don't know, maybe it's a collector's item. That's some pretty old looking silverware. If that's even what they called it back then, I don't know. Made in Thailand, it says. Gosh, I feel like I could poke around here all day and find some pretty cool stuff. That's pretty much a wrap on the interior. So we've got 2 bedrooms here. We've got 2 bathrooms, even though the second's a little funky. A little bit of an awkward floor plan, being that 1 bedroom's up, 1 bedroom's down. Either way, it's a pretty cool property. Nice views of the water here, so that's cool. Now that we're wrapping up on the inside, let's go check out the exterior and more so the decks. We have an upper deck here. We have a lower deck as well. I do want to just be like very cautious as I'm walking out on these decks. I don't know the integrity of them. Last thing I want to do is go for a swim. So we're gonna be careful here. Pretty views out here, that's for sure. One of the neighboring homes bumping some Tupac, but you know, so they're getting after it midday. Let's go back into the master bedroom up here and see if we can get out on that balcony through that side door. So let's go check that out. So it looks like they were starting to put new trim throughout at some point. Like these 3 windows here, they all have new trim around them. Some of this trim up here. So, I mean, they were working. So, okay, I'm gonna move this kind of little makeshift rack here and try to get out this side door safely, of course. Okay, here we go. Kind of sketchy, no railing at all. I don't think I'm gonna get too far out on this deck because we've got some rotting boards here. No railing on it whatsoever, as you can see. And it doesn't really go to anywhere. I didn't know if this actually like wrapped around, so, but still, put up a railing here and you got yourself a nice little balcony off your master, which is cool. So that wraps up the upstairs. Let's go downstairs, check out deck patio area downstairs. And I also wanna do some investigating, see if maybe one of those boat slips out front, maybe it's marked as our slip. Let's go check that out. Okay, so headed back downstairs. As you can see, we have right off of a double slider door off of our kitchen. we have this covered, cool, like just deck area. Again, I don't know what it is with no railings, because you have a couple too many glasses of wine sitting at this table and kerplop, you're in the drink, and nobody wants that. This deck feels solid. The integrity of this lower deck is great, probably just because it's not as exposed to the elements as these upper decks are. So there's not a ton of work to be done on this lower level, I don't think. But again, holy crap, they just left so much stuff here. It's crazy. I'll leave a lot of stuff behind, but one thing I won't leave behind is 2 12-packs of root beer. Some things just don't add up. What I can tell you guys is that's not a knife. This is a knife. Look at that thing. Can you imagine the tetanus shot you'd have to get after getting whacked with this thing? So one thing I got my fingers crossed about is that the purchase of this house came with one of these boat slips. Probably not one of the ones that there's a boat in, but we got a handful of slips down the way here that are empty. And man, that would be a huge win if we had a boat slip as well here. I mean, that would just bump up the value and just the overall appeal of this property on the resale. So, and then again, your buyer pool, I don't know if it's a full-time resident who's picking this thing up once it's fixed up, or if it's somebody who just kind of wants a floating home for summertime and a place to moor their boat, have a place to throw parties, barbecues, etc. So that's a wrap on this place. I wanted to walk up the ramp here real quick and see if I can get a good look at this roof so that we could kind of determine what our ARV and repair budgets are going to be. So it appears to be a metal roof, which is good. So I'm not going to budget for a new roof. Those types of metal roofs are usually good for 50+ years, so I do like seeing that. So what are the numbers on this deal? So we bought this beautiful floating home for $160,000. Renovation budget, like I mentioned, I think it's anywhere from $60,000 to $70,000, just kind of depending on how far you go. I think there's a few ways you could take this deal. Like I mentioned, this is my first floating home I've ever done, so I'm not 100% certain on demand for this type of product. Is this market a little bit squishier than the standard single family home market? Probably, but I do think we can sell it for anywhere from $300,000 to $350,000 on the back end. Maybe we end up getting $325,000 for it or something like that. Like I said, worst case scenario, $300,000. So I know those numbers jump around a bit on the back end, but even if worst case scenario, once it's fixed up, if we were able to sell it for $300,000, we're still in the money and having a little bit of a profit margin there. It'll be a fun one nonetheless. Never bought a floating home before, so I love just checking that box and adding it to the resume. Guys, do me a favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow along. Also, if you're interested in getting a cash offer from me on a property that you own, go to my website, fill out the form, and we can have a chat. All right, see ya.